Hi, I'm Briony Montgomery, founder and creator of The Mother Way and founder of Women's Inner Wisdom. And I'm a body worker, life coach, healer, writer, and teacher. And I'm here today to talk to you about what the Mother Way is, and particularly the Mother Way course, which is launching on the 22nd of September 2020. And so the Mother Way kind of was created around the philosophy about 10 years ago, around the philosophy of that women are the heart and center of their communities and their families. I had just given birth to my second child, my first daughter Isla, and this vision came through not long after her birth. And for various reasons, the Women's Inner Wisdom was created from that vision. And 10 years later, I've just birthed, that core component of what that philosophy is, and that is the Mother Way. The Mother Way is a roadmap of healing, a pathway of healing that I have been on for close to 25 years. It is a personal healing journey, as well as a journey where I've been learning and being qualified in as an aromatherapist, a natural therapist, a life coach, healer with nutrition and herbal remedies, energy healing, Reiki, mastership. There's a lot of qualifications and study that I've been doing over the last 20 years to create this roadmap. And I created this roadmap for my own personal healing journey with my own relationship with my mother, who died 20 years ago of cervical cancer. And it was her death that brought about the realization that I had a mother wound that was brought through, identified after her death, but had been there since my birth. And what I understood as I was studying and learning about my relationship with my mother and myself, and what this wounding was that it was actually an ancestral wound that was coming right through both my mother line and father line. So the wounding was a lot more broad and much deeper, affecting many generations than I realized. So learning about this wound helped me to, after my mother died, and learning about my relationship with my mother helped me find and create practices and be resourced in how to take care of myself, how to take care of my family, how to make decisions that empowered me, that had me living my potential, creating a life that I had dreamed of, that I felt that I was worthy of, and also brought me back into alignment to my aliveness, my spark, my passion, my creativity, what I love doing, connecting with people and hearing people's stories, particularly women. And a lot of women that I've worked with over the years as a healer and a life coach have been women who have this mother wound, who have lost their mothers or had a very difficult or challenged relationship with their mothers for various different reasons, whether it be addiction, health issues, whether it be abuse in the relationship between mother and daughter, the abuse in the relationship with the parents, intergenerational abuse, neglect, women who just couldn't be available as a mother for what their child needed. So any woman who has felt that she hasn't been mothered well, and it's not so much even in a sense, even the direct mother and daughter line, it is also a wounding. The mother wound also relates to being in the world and not having a connection into who you are as a woman, into who you are as a daughter of the earth, into Mother Earth, and it even relates right now, even in the pandemic that we're facing with COVID-19, that there's there's this great sense of, people are lost. They're grieving. They're overwhelmed. They're confused. They're fearful. Because there's this experience that's happening to everybody across the world right now that has never happened before, and that was created, without going too much into conspiracy theories and things, but really created from life itself. And so there is nobody to blame here in the situation that we currently find ourselves as globally. It just is what it is, and how we manage that and how we deal with that is what there's a lot of struggle with that. And that sense of that wounding comes from that sense of that, that life has almost turned on us. If there is a sense of abandonment, there's a sense of confusion, where we were looking for reliability in who we are and where we were connected in whatever shape or form that was for you. That has now been upturned. It's on shaky ground. It's not as true and valid as maybe what you thought it was originally. So a lot of beliefs and a lot of things are rising within at the moment. And there's a great wounding in that, because where we find our faith and where we find our support in a situation like this is by rooting ourselves into where we come from. And where we come from is the earth. Where we come from is life. And if we don't have a faith and a trust that we're held in that space, then that is essentially a mother wound. So the Mother Way is a roadmap that I've created for myself, personal experience as well as professional experience, working with clients, studying a lot of esoteric, natural alternative therapies, as well as really practical, non-esoteric practices that have helped me to heal my mother wound, to regain my power and potential and find my belonging within myself, within my family, within who I am as a woman in my life and who I am as a mother, without having had a mother or having had a roadmap into even having a strong sense of who I am and where I belong with the earth and in Great Mother. So even the way I am a mother now and the way I am a woman now, it has been influenced by my own motherline origins, but it has been me that has created and cultivated the life that I live now, through learning and growing and facing my shadow and walking through it and finding tools and practices and support systems and ways to show up in my life for myself. So it is my experiences over the last 25 years that I'm actually sharing through the Mother Way, as well as other teachings and practices. And the Mother Way is not a quick fix. It's not a quick fix course. It's a foundation that you can grow your own roadmap to healing on. It is a support foundation that you can actually start to integrate into your own life and move it and tweak it to suit who you are, how you mother, who you are as a woman. So the Mother Way course is launching on the 22nd of September. It's an online 12-week course. It's broken down into 12 modules. It is a transmission teaching, so it's not a teaching where I'm loading women up with a lot of information that they're going to have to actually do a lot of homework in their own time. It's a transmission where we actually come together and I verbally transmit the teachings, as well as there'll be some PDFs in the portal, teaching portal, for you to actually use. But it is an embodied course, so there's a lot of embodiment work. There's a lot of tuning into the body, a lot of working with the body, working with practices in the body, and working with the practice and the core component of the course as an alive practice in your day to day. If you've ever done kind of a practice that's like a sadhana or any kind of practices or things that you've needed to remain in your body, watching how you're responding, watching how the things are happening around you and how you are responding to what is happening, that gives you a really good idea about the direction and the space that I'm holding in the course for you. So it'll include the PDFs, it'll include weekly live transmissions where we come together and I talk about the teachings for the week, and then you'll have access to the portal over the 12 weeks, but for that week's teachings as well. The calls are all recorded for people who can't actually be live on the course, so those calls you can listen to again, but you can also listen to the calls if you can't actually attend the course live. It is really deeply, profoundly, and personally, it's just an extraordinary pathway. I have shared snippets of this before with clients as well, working with them and working with my mentorship program, working with sadhana that I've run before, as well as one-on-one sessions and circle work that I've held online as well as offline. But this 12 weeks is a bringing of all that together. I've shared snippets of this, and this is now this is the map that I've used to heal myself, my family line, to mother with my children as well, and finding ways that are real, raw, authentic, and embodied in how to be a mother, being a mother who's been an unmothered mother, and finding my way of how to mother my children differently to my own mother and to my own ancestral mother line, but also too as a mother who didn't have any guidance, didn't have anyone helping me along the way, that I've had to find those steps myself. I am a mother of 4. I have children ranging from the age of 13 down to 3. So I am very much in what it is to be mother, and I've been in that space for many years. So it's very practical, very in the moment, very raw, very authentic sharing. But it's not just for mothers. This work is actually for unmothered women who feel that they should be more or less of actually who they are in an authentic space right now. So it is also actually work, for a lot of even men as well. It brings in the father line, but this course is specifically geared right now to unmothered women, or women who identify with having the mother wound, and they want to reclaim those parts of themselves that have been exiled, or they've pushed away, or they've had to push away for self-preservation because they've not been able to be themselves in their family line, in their blood family, and now they're at a point in their lives where they actually now want to start to reclaim those lost parts back and bring them through in who they are as mothers, who they are as women, in their partnership, in their relationships, in their work, in their home. So it's a reclaiming of those parts that we've been too afraid to walk with, to live with, to share without, to acknowledge even in ourselves and share with the rest of the world. I am running, this is a beta program. It's the first time I've run this course. Is really exciting time for me, but as luckily for you, I'm actually launching it at a really reduced price, and it's a price that I won't repeat again. There is an option as well to work with me one-on-one over 6 sessions on a fortnightly basis, where we'll actually, in addition to the course, there you can work with me and we can work along, I can guide you and support you through that process, and we can go a little bit deeper into your mother wound, deeper into those parts that you are wanting to bring through, and bringing healing specifically to those areas that you're needing healing. But I only have a very limited amount of one-on-one sessions available, because I am straddling being a mother as well, as running, this course at this time in the middle of the pandemic, which I think is just so timely and so perfectly and so on point for women to start to feel confident and start to feel, they can manage things, that they've got a focus, that they can move through, and they can start to heal these fears and this overwhelm and this sense that everything is out of control. But in actual fact, it's a changing of perspective and healing those parts that we are just holding on to so tightly. It's a letting go process. It's a reclamation process. It's bringing yourself back into your rooted sense of power. It's bringing you back into being the guru and the sovereign, and the queen in your own life. So it's very important work to do right now. I am also running before the course on the 22nd of September, which is when the course launches. I am running a 4-part free mini course series that will give you a really good taste into the Mother Way. It will be running online as well. It'll be through lives, and it'll only be very short snippets of the work of the actual the Mother Way course. It's free. It's you need to register your interest so I can actually send you the details when they're available for you to actually be a part of that group. And that, if you're not sure about the Mother Way course, then that gives you a really good idea as to how I teach, a little bit of background on me, on the work that I do on the Mother Way course and the things that I'll actually be teaching and guiding you through. So it's a really great taster for what the Mother Way course actually is, and you'll get a lot of value out of the four lives that I'll be doing, that you can actually implement into your day-to-day right now. So my daughter's calling me, and so I just want to finish up by saying you need to register your interest for the free 4-part mini course down below. Just pop your details and I'll send you some information. It'll be available really soon. I'll send you some information via email, and the Mother Way course launches on September the 22nd for 12 weeks, and a really great not to be repeated price bracket with an option to work with me as well, one-on-one. There's 2 options there. You can do the course without working, just do the course on its own, and then you can also add an option to work with me one-on-one, which is still really great value, a really great price, which will never be repeated as well. And there are actual free bonuses and modules in the Mother Way course as well, which is just a fantastic value add for that you can do in your own time as well. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to private message me or email me at briony@brionymontgomery.com. Register your interest for the free 4-part mini course for the Mother Way, and ready for the Mother Way to launch on the 22nd of September. So thanks so much for listening, and I really look forward to sharing these teachings and this roadmap with you, in September. Have a great day.